Hello. Dear participant, good evening. Dear face, we can start now.
Right, sir.
I am audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to our 1 week hands-on virtual workshop on artificial neurons and neural networks. Over the past 2 sessions, we have explored the foundations of artificial intelligence and gained an understanding of how artificial neurons serve as the basic building blocks of intelligent systems. Today, we take another step forward as we begin connecting these individual components into larger structures capable of learning from data and solving complex problems. One of the most fascinating aspects of AI is that highly sophisticated systems often emerge from relatively simple mathematical ideas working together. As we continue our journey, we will start seeing how neural networks are designed, how information flows through them, and how they form the basis of modern machine learning and deep learning applications. This workshop is not just about understanding concepts, it is about developing an intuition for how intelligent systems operate and why neural networks have become such a powerful tool across science, engineering, healthcare, finance, and countless other fields. Guiding us through today's session is our esteemed mentor and speaker, Dr. Meherchand, whose expertise in artificial intelligence, machine learning, computational mathematics, and research driven innovation continues to make these advanced topics both accessible and engaging. With great pleasure, I now invite Dr. Meherchand to lead us into today's session. Over to you, sir.
Uh, Thanks, dear face, for nice introduction, and welcome back to all the participants. Yesterday, due to some issues, actually at my place, raining and storm heavy, we have to postpone for one day. Okay, and now we are resuming the same. So, in the second session, I am perfect audible.
Yes, sir, you're perfectly audible.
Okay. So in the second lecture, I shared with you a lot of content so that you can cover some. Partially, we have covered already. Okay. But due to the lack of time, I was not able to cover all those content. So first, please let me know if you have any issue or the problem or question related to those content, whether you have covered all those or not. Please let me know. Anyone, please? Yes. You can unmute your question. Yeah. You can unmute your mic if you have any question, or please reply me yes, no, if you have. It is okay. No question. Some other participant or any challenge? Okay, I think there is no question. I hope so. There will be there is no question. Okay, so today we are going to discuss here. Very interesting part, very useful. Okay, so these the content which we are going to cover today will help you to write your code as well as understanding about the some conditional statement or the logical operators. Okay, so, and then after the entire session or the coming sessions will be completely based on our artificial neural network and examples, applications, and how we can establish the machine learning model. Okay, and also today I share with you one presentation, okay, which is based on also artificial neural network and the applications in clinical laboratories. Okay, so I request to all the participants, please go through the same file also and various information and how you can develop your skills to apply in real life data set. Okay, so there are so many applications we try to put in that particular presentation. So when you will enhance your skills, you can apply for real data set for real prompts. So time to time, I always try to share some latest information. Okay, and in the healthcare, lot of come is the lot of work is there, which we you can start as well as in the agriculture also. Okay, there are so many problems in agriculture sector where you can work and write to some content also I will provide you so that during the this workshop in various sessions according to our need. Okay, you can have some ideas and along with the we will work on the real data set. Okay, so first I would like to share my screen with you. Just to give me 1 minute. 1 minute, please.
Mhm.
Okay, so you can see my screen now. It's fine. Okay,
Yes.
so here we have some control flow, conditional statement, and loops, which are very essential to control our data set and the other statement, which is essential when we will write the Python code. Okay, and all the upcoming sessions. These content which we are going to cover will help you for control your statements and the other task which we are required to perform. Okay, so here, what is the meaning of the conditional statement or loop? The control flow in the Python refers to the order in which individual statement, instructions, or functions are executed within the program, and it is used to make decisions and repeated actions using conditional statement, just like if else, if as if as and loop. There are two types of for and loop. Control flow enables programs to react dynamically to the different input and condition statement. Actually, when you give some input and you want to control the statement, you want the program which you have write must work according to your need. That's why these conditional statement, which we are going to cover here, this will take a few minutes. Okay, so just you are required to the idea how we can use them, and some logical uh, statements are also there. So combining these two, all these will help you to writing the code in the Python. But just the concept of all these must be very clear so that you can easily implement. So basic fundamentals, little bit which are essential for uh, this workshop we are going to cover. Okay, so first we have the if statement. So I'm going to directly the examples. Okay, so examples are important, and through the example you can have the better understanding about the statement and what are the logic and how we can apply. See here, um, if condition, when we have only the one condition, and if the condition is true, only then uh, the task will be performed. If the condition is false, then this will not work. Okay, so in this case, only there will be only one condition. And if you want to see the statement, yeah, this is the if statement. In the Python, used to execute the block of a code only if it a specified condition is true. Okay, and this is the very simplest example. So see here, this is the example. Suppose that the value of x is equal to 495. We can manipulate, we can customize this condition. Okay, our if condition starting from this place. This is the only one line, very small statement. If x is equal to 5, this is the condition. If x is equal to 5, meaning is that uh, in the value of x is we have 4.95. So if this condition is true, only then this block, whatever we have the mathematical function, any type of the function will be there, any condition will be there, any statement can be there, multiple statement can be there. Okay, so under this condition, how many tasks we can assign or how many tasks we are given, all those will perform, will work according to this instruction, this condition. Okay, sometimes in our real life also we have some conditions, according to teachers say if you will go to the marks of more than uh, 90% out of 100, then I will give you a prize of pen. Okay, in the same way, if the marks are less than 90, then no prize. If greater than 90, then there will be prize. Okay, so here is also the same thing. So if this condition is true, but observe that the syntax which I highlight at the base. So if, then this is the condition, and at this place you will use colon sign. This is if condition which you will use in Python. After that, you can give any task. Okay, so here we put only the simple task so that we can you can easily understand it. Okay, so now the value of x I have is 4.95. If I will execute, okay, so here invalid syntax. Syntax is invalid. when we will compare, here you can see when this type of the error in your desktop, when you are writing code, or you must go through the detail about the error. Okay, so syntax error, it's saying that invalid syntax. Okay, maybe you mean this or this. Okay, now at this place we are need to for more discussion. Actually, when we are using single equal sign, single equal means to assign the value to any variable. And when we need comparison, okay, for that we have to use double equal sign. But here we want to compare left side and right side whether this is true or not. Okay, so when I will execute now, you can see there is no error message, but also there is no output because the condition which we apply at this place is not true. This condition will be true only if I have the value of x is equal to 5. Now x is greater than or equal to 5, but here x is equal to 5. Okay, so you can apply both the condition, x is greater than or equal to. So if you are required to apply the two conditions, and once I want to give one more example here. This is the cell. Okay, see here, 5 is equal to 5. This is true. Okay, 5 here you can take 3 is equal to 5. This is false. Here we are doing the comparison on left side and right side whether these values are equal or not. Okay, so for the comparison we have to use double equal sign. Okay, if you have some more conditions, okay, this is also the comparison, greater than. Okay, you can use here first less than. So now at this place we have two conditions. Syntax is very simple, less than or equal. Two symbols are there, two conditions are there. So whether 3 is less than 5 or 3 is equal to 5. So one of these, one condition is true, then this is true. See, so 3 less than or equal to 5, 3 is not equal to 5, but it is less than 5. That's why it is true. If you take here x is greater than or equal to 5, but here you will observe that both the conditions are not true. Okay, that's why false. Okay, if you will take here 5, it is true. If you will take at the place 6, okay, then it is also again true. So these things we are using. So for equal, we are using this sign. For greater than and equal to, we are using this sign. For less than and equal to, we are using this sign. If we want to compare only less than or equal to, then we will use only this sign, less than or greater than. So 6 is less than 5, not true. X is greater than 6 is greater than 5. This is true. Okay, so all the logical conditions which are essential, I try to present here for the comparison only. Okay, so these symbols which right now I discuss here are used for comparison. Okay, so also I comment here so that when you will get this file, you can use it. Which symbols are there? You can use less than, you can use greater than, you can use double equal. Sorry, double equal. This is to compare left side and right side. You can use greater than and equal to, and you can use less than and equal to. These are the signs. Okay, so when you will get this file, this will be available in your file. Okay, so here you can see if x is greater than and equal to 5, then the condition is true. Okay, so whatever you have the value of x, but that must be either equal to 5 or greater than 5. So this will, if the condition will be satisfied, this block will executed according to our desired condition. Okay, so if you will take here 2, there is no output because this condition is not true, no work only if the condition is satisfied. Okay, so in the very detail I have cleared this concept, but in a real life we don't have one condition, we can have two condition, we can have three condition, we can have more than three condition. So how we can control all these? Okay, and these are very interesting, just you are required to clear the concept. Then whenever uh, uh, this type of the situation, when you will face to write the program, this will help you. Okay, you can manipulate by taking various examples from your side. Okay, so here you can see this is the if else, and in my content I have described everything which are required. So if else statement in the Python is the fundamental control structure used to make the decisions in the program. It allows the program to execute one block of the code if the condition is true, and another block if the condition is false. Okay, so in the previous example which we discussed right now, that is only the condition is true, then the block will work. But when you will use if else, if the condition is true, then this will the first block will execute. If the condition is not true, then what happen? Okay, suppose we have the condition to pass the examination, we need more than 40% marks. Okay, if marks are more than 40, then the student will pass. If the marks are less than 40, in that case, the student will fail. Okay, so there are two conditions. Okay, so if the condition is true, what happen? If not true, then what happen? So we want to control both. And this is a very simple example I try to put here, and you will enjoy. See here, this is the temperature which is 15.5 degree. Okay, if the temperature is less than and equal to 15, then, and the condition is true. Okay, this is the first condition, the same manner. Okay, there is no difference, only you can see here is the if and here is the condition. Okay, so here we discuss less than, less than and equal to, equal to, greater than and equal to. So both the part we have discussed. So depend upon your program, okay, and how you want to use. Okay, so see here, uh, if the temperature is less than 15 and the condition is true, then this block will execute. Okay, if this condition fail, okay, in the previous example, if the condition is not true, no output. But here, if this condition is fail, then what other option? Okay, that's why we are using here as. Okay, so if this condition is not true, then this block will not be executed. Then this will jump to the next condition. Okay, which I highlight at this place. So for else we have the next block will execute. So this block will not execute. Then according to here, what we give the instruction. Okay, if the condition is fail, then whatever we have at this place, that will execute. This is the way how you can use, how you can manage this statement, how you can manage your functions according to your conditions. Okay, so once you will clear this concept, all these will help you in the entire Python, specifically for neurons, neural network, artificial network, and control the data set. Okay, mainly, and how you want to execute, how you want to apply these conditions, how you want to control your statements. Okay, so all these will be controlled according to your desire or the conditions or your instruction. All these will help you. So when I will execute, yeah, you can see the value is at this place 15.5, which is great. According to this condition, the value of temperature is greater than 15. It means this condition is not true. So this block will not execute. Okay. So now this will work. Okay. As option we have this one. So whatever you have the other option, that will be followed according to your instruction. So this statement is executed and you can see in the output. What if I will take here 15? See now. Now the condition at this place is satisfied. You can see the condition at this place according to the value of temperature. This condition is now true. This block will execute. This block will execute. Okay, and you can see its output. You can see its output. If you take here greater than, so the logic will be wrong, but you can try. Okay, so according to that you have to change the statements. Okay, see now. Uh, yes, because this condition is true right now. According to this value, we put here greater than and equal to 15. Okay, and here this is the block. This is the block. Okay, so now what you can do, you can interchange this statement. This will be at this place and interchange these two statement. Okay, but it's fine. So this depends upon you how you want to control the statement. Okay, if these logics are clear, you can easily write and various examples I'm trying to put here so that when you pass through various example by using in a different way, this will have help you for the better understanding. And once all these are clear to use, then no problem, no issue in the coming sessions. I hope these two examples are clear when we need to use if, when we need to use if as. Any doubt in these two example? Okay, no. So here I can have yes, no, no. So in the next example, exam result evaluation grading system. Okay, so you can establish your grading system also, and the same example, yeah, you can see here the example. So if marks are equal to 45, okay, so marks we can have any depend upon the student's capability. I don't go there, but yes, 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 Sania Sadaf, yes, I am providing. Yeah, so here you can see marks are 45. Here we are going to apply if as condition. Okay, so here marks are greater than and equal to 40. Print, congratulations, you passed the exam. If the marks are less than 40, then okay, then we have this condition. Okay, whatever you want to give the statement. Okay, so according to that you can assign here. But keep in mind when you give the statement this type, these are string and strings are always in quote sign. Okay, so see here the marks are greater than 45, that's why this statement. If you are taking here 39, this condition automatically not true. Okay, so this statement is there. this statement will execute. Okay, so this is our instruction, this is our direction, this is our condition, and according to this condition the program workflow will work. Okay, we are assigning the task to the computer. You must work according to my instruction, my condition, my requirement. Okay, so only these logical statement and the condition statement will help you, will help you. Uh, Sir Ashok, dear Ashok, I will provide all this content. Okay, so in real time, not possible, but I will provide all this content which we are covering right now.
Sure, sir.
After the
Okay, sir.
session,
Okay, okay.
yeah, after the session, we will provide you. Okay,
Sure, sir. Sure, sure.
yeah. So don't worry about the content. All the contents script file are with you after the session, and we are providing all this content. Okay, don't worry about this. So I think you got it. Is it clear? Okay, is it clear? So here also you can see when we have if condition, if we have if condition, and under sometimes we have uh, more than one statement. Here we are using only one statement. Okay, sometimes you can have two statement, three statement, four statement. So depend upon the condition. If the condition is true, then you can have all the statement which you will assign at the space, those will work accordingly. Okay, see, just like this example. So here you can see if a is greater than 2, so I have b is equal to a plus 5, c is equal to a product 2, d is equal to a plus a product 2. Then print all these values. If if in the other case, if a is not greater than 2, means equal to 2 or less than 2, in that case, if the condition is not true, then print a. What is the value of a? See here, we can start from by taking 3. Now you can see the value of 3 is, this condition is true because the value of a is 3. Okay, so the condition is true. So what happen, we put here very small statement here so that we can easily understand. Okay, the calculation we can easily do. So here when you put the value of a equal to 3, add space, this will be 3 plus 5 8, you can see. This will be 3 product 2 6. Okay, this will be 2 plus 3 product 2, which is again 8. If you are taking here, the value of a is 5. Okay, and you can again execute it. So you can see the value of b, c, and d at the base. These are the values of b, c, d, and according to this condition there are 3 statements are there which we want to execute if this condition is true. So here my mini for this example, what you can understand, sometimes we have some mathematical functions or any other logical operation which you want to execute here. Doesn't matter. Matter is this condition. If the condition is true, then what you want to perform. So everything which you need for your work, you can assign the task. If this condition is true, then this type of the operation must be satisfied, and you can have several ideas, several prompts. So according to prompt, we need to assign the task to the computer to compute according to the given condition. Okay, so this is the purpose how we can control the statements, okay, which we want to assign. Okay, so that they can work according to our instruction or according to our desired values which are required. Okay, so this is the simplest example. If you can see, If the value of a is 2, now we know 2 cannot be greater than 2. Okay, so here the condition will be false. So all these statement which you can see here will not execute. This will come to here, else. This is the else part. Okay, see, here is 2. If you are taking here minus 2, okay, then also. If you are taking here 0, so if our statement instructions which we are giving here are true and are properly defined, okay, so when you will manipulate, when you will play with all this code, okay, so as much possible you can try several examples or several experiment. So as much you will play with all these instructions, you will enjoy also, and you will have some computing thinking skill will develop, and this will help you in the coming sessions. Okay, so what comes in your mind, according to that you must work by using this statement and enhance your skills. This will help you. And examples which I put here are very quite simple, and various examples are there. Okay, so here even or odd number detector. Sometimes if you want to detect whether the number which you are assigning here is a even number or odd number. Okay, see, this is the value. This is the value. So a number will be either even or odd, but we want to check the given number is even or odd. So here, if the number is divisible by 2, if the number is divisible by 2, it means the remainder must be 0. Okay, so this is the number value which you will assign at this place. Okay, and for the remainder, we are dividing the number by 2, check the remainder, and remainder must be equal to 0. If the remainder is 0, then the number is exactly divisible by 2. Okay, this is the sign. This is the operation sign for remainder. Okay, if the remainder is 0 or not. Okay, so when you want to divide further and you want to check the remainder, so this operation you are required to use for the remainder. Okay, and remainder must be equal to 0. So this is the first condition. Okay, and if the remainder is 0, then this will return the number is even. If the remainder is not true, this condition if fail, then this block will not execute, else this block will execute. Okay, see, yes, if you will take here 13, this is the small value. Okay, so now you can extend according to your any number you can choose here. Frequently you can check it. Okay, so if you are adding here 2, this is even. Okay, so size of the number doesn't matter. Okay, so in this way we can choose various examples of mathematically. Okay, mathematical functions also we can define sometimes when we have the uh, discontinuous functions. Okay, or um, according to that you can define. Here you can see if the conditions we have more than 2, when we have more than 2. Okay, here what you are observing, we have only the one condition. Okay, but
नहीं बेटा वो पढ़ाई का चल रहा है मेरा
but if the condition is true, then task will be performed, else other thing. But if we have the conditions more than 2, okay, so see here, if else statement allows you to check multiple conditions in the sequence, and Python evaluate the each condition in order, and the first one that is true get executed. Suppose you have 5 multiple conditions, okay, so if first condition is true, then other 4 will not execute. If first condition is fail, then next condition will be checked. If the second condition is true, then other remaining 3 will not execute. Okay. If the second condition also false, then this will check the next statement. Okay. Third one. If third is also true, the block will be executed. If not true, then will not execute. So first condition, second condition, third condition, all these 3 are false. Then this will check the next statement, next condition. So this is the way how this will work. So I am coming jump to the real example. Okay, from the example you can have the better understanding how you can apply these multiple conditions. So in this example, you will observe that we have the grade classification system application, and following the same we can develop. Okay, just we are required to put marks of the student, and according to that the percentage or the marks, this will grade will be published. Okay, so here you can see if the marks are, this is the first condition. Okay, according to our system, we want to assign the grade A if the marks are greater than or equal to 90. Okay, so if this condition is true, if this condition which you are observing here is true, actually in Python we have this sign for as if, Sania, in Python this is the as if. Okay, so if this condition is true, then we need to we have this grade. Okay, if the marks are less than 90, if the marks are less than 90 but greater than and equal to 75, if the marks are less than 90, then this statement is false. Okay, we put the next statement as if, we are using here as if. Okay, the marks are greater than and equal to 75. So what is the meaning here at this place? The marks are greater than and equal to 75 but less than 90, then grade B, this will publish. Okay, next, if the marks are less than 75, if this condition is fail, when this condition will fail, if the marks are less than 75, in that case this condition will fail. Again we will use as if. Okay, so the third condition we have is marks greater than and equal to 60. So what is the meaning at this statement? The marks are greater than or equal to 60 but less than 75, but less than 75. So in that case the grade must be C. Okay, so if the marks are less than 60, if this condition is fail, if this condition is fail when the marks are less than 60, in that case this condition will be fail. Okay, so what we have as, if you want to extend it more we can do. For all the other options, if the marks are less than 60, we have only grade D. And now you can check it whether it is working. So if the marks are 95, then you can check for 90. Okay, 90 also we have grade A. If you want to check for 89, okay, 89, and this will be grade B. So 89 means this condition is not satisfied. So this will come to the next statement, whether the next condition which we apply at the space is true or not. Okay, so this condition is fail according to this value. According to this value, this condition, first one is fail. So this will come to the next condition. Okay, so whether the next condition is true or not, according to that this will perform. But the marks which we assign at space, okay, these are 89 which are greater than 75, which are greater than 75. So all the marks which are less than 90 but greater than or equal to 75, this condition will true. Okay, now, and also you can take uh, 75. Okay, 75. 75 is also B because we have greater than and equal to. Okay, so if the small marks will reduce from 75 means 74, that this condition will automatically fail. Okay, see, if I am taking here 74, now the condition at this place is not true. Okay, so if the marks are less than 75, the condition is fail. This will check the next one condition. This is the next condition. Okay, so marks are greater than 60 but less than 75. Only then we have grade C. Okay, and you can take here marks 65, that is also we have grade C. If you are taking here marks 60, then also we have grade C. And as much if you will decrease the marks less than which are less than 60. Okay, suppose that these are 59, these are 59. So all these conditions are not true now. Okay, we have only one option left here for grade D. So whatever you have the marks at the place, okay, you can assign, you will have the same. Or if you will apply the some condition for pass fail, okay, the grades are eligible for if the marks are greater than 40, and if the marks are less than 40 there is no grade, the student is fail. Okay, so that also you can apply at the pace. So this is the way when you have multiple conditions, you can use this if as if conditions. Okay, so this is the way. So starting from if, then the second condition, third condition you will apply as if. Okay, and the further remaining we have as whatever we have left. Okay, so these are the multiple conditions you can see here. Okay, so according to these instructions, according to these condition, this program will execute. The same you can apply for other different examples for mathematical operations also. You can apply these conditions everywhere. So the logic which we understand, which we are studying here, you can apply for all type of the problems which you want to solve with the help of computing skill. Okay, whether you are using R, whether you are using Python, MATLAB, Mathematica, Scilab, Octave. So this logic will work in the same manner. Okay, there is no difference. Okay, also if you will apply the same thing in by a C or C++, there is also same thing, but syntax may be different. Okay, so this is the way how you can write for multiple conditions. Any question related to this example, please? So here I put, I discuss three several examples based on if, when we have only the one condition only. Okay, which is the simplest. Then if else, how we can use, Then multiple conditions. So in the case of multiple, you can have uh, three conditions, four conditions, five conditions, six conditions, 100 conditions, whatever you have. So by introducing as if you can extend according to your desire. Okay. So if we have the three, four, you can extend for the five, six, seven, up to 10. No problem. So this example I am not going to discuss here. You can do now for multiple conditions. And third example also I let for you. Okay, here we have the traffic light control application. Okay, so this example you can do now. Here also we have if as ladder. Okay, sometimes we have some more multiple comparisons. Okay, so here see this example very interesting. See carefully the syntax. Use of and, you can see here use of and. So here if the x is equal to 6, if x is greater than 10, the condition is true, then this statement will print. But here at this place, we are combining here two conditions. X is greater than 7 and x is less than 10. The meaning is that x lies between 7 to 10. Okay, so if this condition is satisfied, how you can assign x is greater than 7 and x is less than 10. So here we have two conditions. And if both the condition is true, remember that when we are using AND function, in that case, when these two both conditions are true, only then this block will execute. This block will execute. Okay, and here we are using only the simple comparison, x equal to 7. Here the sign which we are using here, not to assign the value to x. Okay, we are comparing the value left side and right side whether these are equal number or not. Okay, so if this condition is true, then this will print. Okay, and as x is less than 7. Okay, so if you have any value which is greater than, so we are checking from this place. So this condition will be true only if even you have the value which is greater than 10. You can take any value, but must be greater than 10. Okay, x is greater than 10. If we are taking any value which is here, you can take here x less than and equal to. Okay, you can take x is less than and equal to. Professor Jacob, your mic is unmuted. Okay. So see here, I am taking now the value which is greater than 7. Okay, but less than and equal to 10. If I take 10 here, so this block must not work. This condition is true because x is not greater than 10. But this condition is true. See what happened. X is greater than 7 but less than 10. You can write here less than and equal to and equal to, because now I have made change. Sorry, here you can see, okay, x is greater than 7 and x is less than and equal to 10. So you can take here 9 also. 9 is greater than 7 9 is less than or equal to 10. Okay. If x is not equal to 10, then it is less than 10. So this condition and this condition both are true. Okay. And this block must work if we assign this condition. See, working. If I am taking here any value just like 7.5, 7.5 is also greater than 7. Is there any mistake? If I am taking here 8, okay, I think this is for only integers. What if I have 7.5? Okay, we have to, okay. This is taking, see, unspotted operate type for int, integer or float. Okay, so we have to define to sort out this problem. We need float values, but here we are using only the integers. That's why this is the message. But if you will take x is equal to 7, then this condition fail. This condition is fail. This block will not execute. Okay, so these first two statements are not true now. This will jump to next condition. And now this message will be there in our box. X is exactly 7. Okay, and if you will take here 6, x is less than 7. Okay, so in this way you can manipulate all these values. You can see. So sometimes if you have to compare two conditions, just like this one, you can see. So for this purpose, I present this example. Okay, so the thing is, which type of the problem we want to solve, according to that we must use. Got it? Any question related to this example, please? This part is highly useful in our work because we have to perform, we have to repeat task because we have the large data set. So for loop will help you for the iteration purpose. Okay, so one task we have to perform according to the length of the data set. So loop in the Python are used to execute a block of the code repeatedly as long as the specified condition is met. So they are the essential for the automating repetitive task and processing data efficiently. Python support two main types of the loop. One is the for loop, which is used to iterate over a sequence like list, tuple, string, or range. Okay, so while loop we repeats the block of the code while the condition is true. Okay, so with the help of examples, you have the better understanding. You can see here, this is name of, this is the list. Okay, in the list you can, or we can have several object. Okay, and to create the list, we are required to use this bracket sign. You can see square bracket, left side and right side. So inside we can have the string, name of the fruits are string. Okay, you can put here integers, float number, characters, etc. Okay, so this is one of the example of the list, and we want to use here for loop. How we can assign? So the thing is, this list is stored inside the variable. This is the variable name. Okay, so the right hand side, whatever we have will store inside fruits. Now we wanted to use for loop for this list. You can use for tuples, you can use for array. Okay, uh, but we need to understand how for loop will work inside Python. So here you can see this the for. X is any variable. X in fruits. X means any object which we are taking from fruit. Okay. X, you can change this value. You can change this name. Okay. So this is from where we are taking from this group, this set, this list. Okay. So this is one type of the group name. And from that we want to assess one by one in sequence. Okay, so this is the way how you can apply for loop. For value, this value is from this set which is on the right hand side. Okay, and in variable, then use colon sign. This is one simple and complete for loop statement. Okay, then print x. So whatever you are using, if here is x, then address space must be x. If you are using name, then at this place must be name. Okay, see, apple, banana, cherry, apple, banana, cherry in the same sequence. So this for loop, this for loop which we are using here, starting from very initial first index, and index in Python is starting from 0. Keep in mind, okay, 0, 1, 2. So in the same sequence we have these values. See one more example and interesting. This is for tuple. The example for tuple. So tuple, we to store the values of tuple, we are using this circle bracket. Okay, 3, 5, 2. These are the numbers we store here, the variable. Now you can see this is syntax, and you can see this is syntax. Both are same. Okay, in the place of x we are using name here, but previously address space was x also. Okay, so in the place of fruit we have now this set numbers. Okay, so this is the syntax, and now this will take the value from left to right. 352, 352. Okay, and also you can use the same over the string. Here you can see welcome to Python. So if I will take here space, okay, so name is equal to welcome to Python. So these are the characters. Okay, or if you want to use x, no problem. Okay, character is also one variable. Okay, and values are from this string. Okay, so this is the variable name, and here is also the same name. Okay, the value which is on the right hand side store inside name, and here is also same. Okay, so you can see for and in. See the entire statement. Once you understand how you can write, how you can pass, no problem. Okay, see now. So here we will print. So this value is the variable name, and this is also variable name. Okay, which are character from this side. And when you will execute, so now the see the difference. Here is space. here is also space. Okay, so in yesterday also we talked about the same. A space is also one index. Okay, so this is empty. This is empty. That's why we have no character at the space. This is also empty. No character here also. If you will remove this space, see what happening. Now there is no space. Here is also no space. So when you will use for, this will take all the element whatever you have assigned in string. Okay, this is the range iterating using range. How you can do? Okay, so here for I is index in range 4. Okay, so if you are using only range 4, the meaning of range 4 is 0 to 4, 0 to 4, 0 1 2 3. Okay, see now this here, see now, check it. Okay, so here we are taking range 4. Okay, so when you will execute 0 1 2 3, okay, range from 0 to 4, actually 4 is the number. Okay, the index is starting from 0. Okay, but total number we have 4. Okay, 1 2 3 4. But here you need to understand the index in the Python. This will help you. Okay, if you will take here, if you are taking here 1, so this is 0 to 1. But if you are using here, see, only 0. Okay, if you are taking here 2, 2 means up to 1. The values are 2, the values are 2. Okay, but index is starting from 0 1. And similarly, if you are taking here 10, then this will go up to 9. 0 1 2 3 up to 9. The numbers in counting are 10, but values from the index from 0 to 9, one less from this number. So this represents only the how many digits are there. Then we have the any doubt related to how you can use the for loop? Any question in this side? Please. Any question? Then we have the loop control statement. Loop control statement. Break. Break is used for exit the loop. Continuous skips the current iteration. Okay. And a pass does nothing. Only the we have the placeholder. Okay. See with the help of example. This is the example of a break. Exit the loop. Here we are taking for I in range 10. Range in 10. Okay. If I is equal to 2, this is the condition. This is the condition where this loop will break. Okay, and print I. So when you will see it, you can see here 0 and 1, but range is up to 10. If you are taking it at this place, see, uh, yes, 0 1 2 3 up to 7. So these are 8 numbers. Okay, so when I will be equal to 8, this will break, stop. If you are taking here 4 number, C. Okay, so when this condition is met, the loop which you apply for the give range will break if the condition is satisfied. See, if I am taking here 10, okay, so there is no impact of this condition. So all the values are there. The range is 10, so the last digit is 9, 0, 1, 2 up to 9. Okay, so this is equal to this value, no impact. But if you will do 9, now there is a difference. Okay, this is break. Okay, if you will take more small, this is the break of the for loop. So various experiment we have done by using this example, and I think it is clear. Now come to the next one. Next is the continuous. So this will skip the current iteration. Just like you can see in this example for I in range 10, if I is equal to 5, if if this condition is true, then 5, the value 5 will be skipped, but loop will continue. Here the loop was break. Break means stop. But here this value will be skipped and loop will continue. You can see the value 5 value is missing. 5 value is 4, then 6. If you will take here 2, execute it, 2 is missing. After 2, it is continuous. 6, after 6, 6 is missing, but after that it is again continue. Doesn't stop. Okay, so this is the way how you can use this type of the loop. Okay, now we have the pass. In the case of pass, when you will use, so this is only the placeholder. Okay, but the loop will continue. So as we have the range is 5, and you can see value is same. If you are taking here 3, all the values are there. If you are taking here 4, all the values are there. Okay, so this is the placeholder. These are the examples which you can use. Any doubt to all these examples? Any question, please? See the last one.
Hello, Prof.
Hello? Phil Jacob, how are you?
Good, Prof. I want to ask, if nothing happened when using the place value, what is the sense of the place value? Yes, in the if statement, you say if I equal to 4 pass, then what is the sense of the place value? What is the sense of the I equal 4 again?
Okay. For example, suppose you have about 400 items are there. Okay. And you want to divide all these values in several groups having 4 element in the one set or 50 element in the one set. Okay, in that case, we will fix the placeholder so that the counting will do automatically when 50 will be covered, then and so on. So in that case, we can use this type of the placeholders. You got it? Placeholder does nothing, but only the pass will not do nothing. Okay, but only we have the placeholder. Okay, so we can assign placeholder, multiple placeholder also can be assigned. Uh, but break and continue. In the case of break, the loop will break, and in the continue, this will skip the value. But if you will pass, if you are using pass, then this will not do nothing. But this type of the application we can use just like in the industry. If we want to develop some like anything you are developing, but you want to uh, have the some like groups of item, uh, 10 items or 50 items in the set you want to assign, so that counting will make automatically and will continue without missing the value, because here the value not required to miss, but only the indication, yes, this counting is over now. Okay, so this will help us for the counting purpose. Okay, you are saying what is the responsibility of placeholder in the loop? I am trying to give the same example, which I am letting know. But here, if you will see here, nothing. Okay, so when we will apply in the real life, okay, for the data set, this is not required for us. No problem. If you are, this will not work as in the data set. But if you are developing some product and you want to automate, in that case, this can help for the indication. Okay, but in the real case of the data, we don't require. Only these two things. For loop is very essential, but this type of the just like break or continuous, these are not required for our experiment. Got it? This can be applicable only if we have the develop some machine. In that case, we this can help us. But in mathematically and doing this experiment, this will not do nothing.
It's okay, it's understood.
Next we have just like count. Okay, count 5. Here is the while loop. Okay, so count less than and equal to 5. C. Okay, if we are taking here 0, C. So here is the while loop which we want to use here, and see the difference between while and for loop. So here count we start from 0. So until this condition is satisfied, this will continue. And as soon as this condition is met, this will stop. As you can see here, the value which we assign at space is 0. But also you can see here count, we assign here plus equal to 1. The step size which we are using here is, for the count, we are using 1. Okay. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So when the value is 5, this will stop. But if you are taking here 0.5, okay, see. So starting from 0, but the values which are arise from uh, this operation, okay, uh, the count is 0, 0 0.5, 1, 1.5, and so on up to 5. So here you can see the number of the iterations which are added space. Okay, if you have added space 1, 0.1, so you can see how many are there. So until this condition is met, this will continue. Okay, but this thing we don't have in for loop, because for loop work only for the index. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But here when you are using the while loop, in the case of while loop, until the condition is met, this will continue, as you can see here. So the last value you can see here we have is very close to 5. This is approximately 5. Okay, so this is the use of for loop. Got it? Less than and equal to 5. Yes. If you are using here only equal sign, then okay, because for equal this will not work. We have to start from less than and equal to, because the value starting from 0 only. Okay, that's why all the values which are less than or equal to 5, but starting from 0. Okay, if you are taking here step size is 1, but value starting from -5, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this thing not possible by using for loop, but in while loop. Okay, so you can manipulate many things by using while loop according to our need. Okay, so if here is 10 and here is also -10. Okay, so this will help you to make the step size, the difference between two consecutive number we can do. Got it? This step size we have to use it after print statement. Okay, because this will not work here. No, this is not the right place. You have to use after print here only. This is the right way to write the, because this is the some of the operation which you want to assign here. Okay, system is hanging now. Yes, you can see now. Okay, so you have to put this count at this place only, step size. Okay, don't use so this is the right way to write the code. So these are the some logical operations which are very, very essential, and without all these we are not able to control the statements or the condition which we are required to implement to write the program. Okay, so all these logical statement which we discuss right now will help you in the coming sessions. Okay, so after that we are not able to discuss all this, and basic statement, basic fundamental, which is essential for our upcoming sessions. We have covered all these things. Okay, any question please? Any question if you have? along with this file which we have covered right now, and this file I have covered, but along with I will share with you the lecture 3, lecture 5, and lecture 6. Okay, so these 3 lectures you will cover yourself, and many things we have, just like this file containing only the numpy we have already discussed, but this will help you for better, more understanding. Some of the examples are by using these conditional statement. Okay, and similarly also inside how to write the function. This is function file. Yeah, functions and modules in the Python. Some type of the basic fundamental functions which we can say inbuilt functions. Okay, so the inbuilt functions we can directly use from the Python, but sometimes if we are required to use the function which is not defined in Python, in that case we have to write our own function known as user defined function. I am audible? I am audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, someone saying I go to the message, nothing here. Okay, okay, thank you. Yeah, so actually the function is the name of the block of the code designed and performed a specific task. Function allows you to break your program into the smaller modular, okay, and improve the readability, reusability, and debugging. So these are some features you can easily go through. So these are the type of the functions, which are one type is in built-in function, okay, which we can directly use from the Python, just like we have the print, length, type, maximum value, sum. So all these are inbuilt function, and we can directly use all these. Okay, just like you can see, uh, we are using here length function. This will count all the letters inside, all the characters inside this name. Okay, so here these are 5, these are 5, and these are 5. Total we have 10. So when you will execute, this will return the 10 value. If you will put here space, space is also one character. So now it is 11. Okay, similarly you can see here the array. So here the length is very small. We can manually also do the counting, but in the real case, we have the length of the array 10,000, 50,000, 1 lakh, more than 1 lakh. So in that case, we are not able to get the length of the vectors. So by using the function, just like you can see, this is the length function. So this will automatically count all the elements, number of the count, how many elements are there. So this will return the value. Also, you can see here maximum value, minimum value. All these are inbuilt functions which you can use directly, as we use in the Python, in MATLAB, in RProgramming, in other softwares like Scilab, Octave. So these are the same functions which we can use directly. Okay. Sum. Here you can see the sum function. So this will uh, calculate the total sum of these values. Okay, so this will print, and if you want to write the mean function, okay, so sum of all the values upon length of x, number of element in x. So when you will divide the total sum upon number of element, okay, you will have the mean. So here you can check it. Okay, this is the mean. This is the total sum, and this is the mean. So we put print here 2 values. This is the sum, and this is the mean. Mean is calculated here. Okay, 2 values are there. So also mean is inside user defined function. We can use directly. Okay, just like mean is equal to, I comment this part. main x, sorry, main x. Okay, for this one, we are required libraries. Okay, libraries are missing. That's why this will not work here. So when you will do some mistake, Python itself will let you know. So here you can see not defined. Meaning is that the required libraries we did not install here. So don't try this function directly. Okay, so you can do in this way without using the library. Yes. Similarly, we can have the user defined function. So the functions which are not exist in Python, we can write our own function. Okay. So here we have the example how you can write the function which is not exist in Python, but we want to write our own function. Okay. See here uh, how you can write. So you have to start from this place definition. Then you have to use the name of the function, which function you want to write. So we want to calculate square of a number. Okay, so this is the name of the function. Then input argument x, use colon. So this is the first statement. Then result means what you want to get. We want to get x square, square of this input argument. So x, this is the meaning of this is x square. So either you can write like x product x, or you can write as x square. So when you will use the double product sign, it means x power 2. Okay, so then we are required to use return. Okay, so at this place you will write the function what you want to get, and for output you have to use return function. So this will return the value which will be calculated at a place. So return the result. Okay, now you can check it just like print square of 2, 4. So this is the function which we write at a place, and here we are using 3. Okay, 5. So this function will calculate automatically, and you have to call this function is we have the syntax at this place we have to use here. Okay, if you are using here fun, we have to use here fun. Okay, so fun we are using to write the function, but for what purpose? To calculate the square value. This also returning the same value, but when you are assigning the name, that must be here same. Okay, so the name of function uh, you are using here to define, so we have to call the function when you are need to use. Okay, so in this way you can try it. Control Z. Okay, similarly you can write here. Yeah, this is also one more example. Greeting function is there. Okay, so in the greeting function you can see definition greet is used for greeting function. Okay, here name. Okay, then return what? Hello, this is the string. Then you want to pass here only name. Then this is the syntax how you can add it. Okay, plus name plus. Then how are you? Okay, so we can call this function to use here. And in the place of name, we have to pass the value. Okay, here I put my name. See how this will work. This hello is at the place. Then we need to add the name. Okay, this is one string, this is one string. Okay, so these are two separate strings are there. Also the name which we are using, that is also again one string. So we are using this plus sign to add this string with this one, then plus last string. See the syntax, how we are using. Okay, so is it working? You can put any name. Okay, so for the greeting function, we are required to put here only the name. So whatever you have write or you want to convey the message, only the name will be changed and the other information will remain same. Okay, so this way you can do, you can manipulate. So all these are some more examples are there and you must try. And one and most important function is lambda. Lambda function is very, very useful. Okay, this is also known as anonymous function. In MATLAB, we say it anonymous function. Okay, in single line. And in Python, it is very familiar. Lambda function. Okay, lambda function. So here you can see here lambda function is there. You can choose any variable x, y, then you can apply the operation. After colon, you will apply the operation what you want to do by using these two variable. Whether you want to calculate the addition, subtraction, multiplication, or any polynomial you want to write, you want to calculate the values of the polynomial, or you want to write any function, anything what you want to do, this will do. Okay, we can easily define our function in only single line without any error. Okay, so for this we are using for add the numbers. So here now we are required to use only this variable. This is the name of the function. Okay, here we have two values, two input arguments are required. So we are using this function name add. Inside you will put these two values 25, 33. This will automatically calculate the value. If you want to change here, this is 43 and it is 55. This will calculate the sum of these two values, which is 98. Similarly, you can see the seventh example. This is the x square. We are using lambda function to calculate the square of any number. See, this is the name of the function which we store here, and we are using at this place. You can start from very small value, 2 square, 4, 5, 25 square, 625, and so on. So here various examples are there. Okay, you must try all these. You can try yourself. This file is for your use. Okay, so various examples are there. And if sometimes you are required to install any library in your system, you can take help from this statement. Okay, pip install numpy. At this place you will put the name of the library which you want to use, which is not exist in your system, and if it is required you can use this statement. Okay, so pip list. Okay, so when you will use this statement, when you will use this statement, so this will return all the packages by, yes, this statement will return all the packages which are exist in your system by using the anaconda. Okay, when I in the very beginning when we have started to use the anaconda, I told you that various libraries which are required for us are along with anaconda. We are not required to install these libraries and packages. As you can see here, this is the complete list. This is the complete list. Okay, so if you want to check the numpy, you can check the numpy here. This is the numpy, and the version is 2.3.5. Okay, you can check here. uh, Pandas, where is pandas 2.3.3. Okay, so all the packages and the libraries which are required are installed along with this anaconda. So this will return you the complete list which are the packages are there inside Jupyter notebook when we are using the anaconda. Okay, very interesting. So these are the some scikit image, scikit learn, scipy, seaborn, samver, many things. All these will help you. All these not required, but only some of these are required for our task. This will help you. Okay, we are not able to use all the libraries which you can see here. Very long list is there. Okay, but some of these are essential for our work. So according to that, we can use. So dear participant, this is all about the today's session. If you have any question, please feel free to ask from me. Ibrahim Senitela. Okay. You must try, Ibrahim. I think you are saying about steps inventing. Okay. Yeah, I also tried to check it, but I think it's okay. This is the right way. You can again also try and then let me know if it is working. So the Python or the coding which we are seeing here uh, will be more informative and we can learn by taking various examples. Okay. So as much you will do experiment, you will have better understanding, better learning. Okay. Any more question, please, dear participant? You can unmute your mic. So the content which I present today will be available for you. Okay. And I will share with you also the recording link will be provided you after this lecture. That is also available. But if you ask some questions, I will be happy. No question? Dr. Sundarjeet Kaur, ma'am, how are you? You are from Punjab, madam?
Sir, good evening, sir.
Punjab?
Yes, sir. From Gurdaspur.
From where?
Gurdaspur.
Gurdaspur.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Gurdaspur. Very nice city
Yes.
near Amritsar.
Yeah.
Ma'am, how the sessions are going?
Sir, very informative session.
I think you joined this platform first time.
No, sir. Second time.
Second time. Okay.
Yeah.
Any suggestion from your side, ma'am?
Mm, sir, everything is all right. Mm, okay.
Okay.
Everything is okay.
Okay. Okay. So if
Yeah.
you face any difficulty, please always feel free to contact us,
Yeah.
and
Sure,
we
sir.
are here to help you. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Dr. Vandita. Dr.
Sir, actually, I
Vandita.
was not able to
Hello, ma'am. How are you? Your voice is not clear to me.
Is it okay now, sir?
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Is it
Thank
now
you.
okay?
Alka Dikshit, ma'am. Okay. Alka Dikshit. Dr. Dipankar Sharma. Okay. If you have any question or any suggestion, please always feel free. Okay.
Hello, Prof.
Phil Jacob, how are you?
We're great. We're great. Thank you very much. Very interesting. Please, I want to ask you that some of my colleagues wants to attend the workshop, but the portal is locked. Please, kindly reactivate it so that they can also register. They have interest in it. Hello.
Now the link is active. I think you were asking about one your colleague or student from your side, and he want to join.
Yes, sir.
Today the link I have made it active, and I think you can do now.
Okay, okay. I will try
Yeah,
today because
you
yesterday
can
we were
try. I
trying.
dropped the message also to remind you. The link is active
Yes,
now, and you can do
yes,
the
you dropped the
process.
link, but when we tried it, we couldn't go. We tried. It
Okay,
says it's still locked up.
okay. I will share. I will share.
It's okay. Thank you, Prof. Grateful.
How was the session, dear Jacob? How the sessions are
We
going?
are, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. It's very informative. We hope that by the time we do our collaboration, it will be even more than this. I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
got your message on the WhatsApp. Your
Mm.
DG is agreed, and I hope that very soon we will proceed for the same, and this will be very helping with each other. Okay, we whatever we can do for you, we are here to help you. Okay,
Thank you, Prof.
so yeah, everything we have prepared from our side. Platform is ready. Okay, so with collaboration, we can do many things. Yes. Thank you, dear Phil Jacob. So thank you, dear participant. And now I request to face. This is time to
Yes.
conclude the session.
As we conclude today's session, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Dr. Meher Chand for once again guiding us through the concepts with clarity and practical insight. Today's discussion helped us move beyond the basics and begin seeing how individual artificial neurons come together to form systems capable of learning and decision making. With each session, the broader picture of neural networks and artificial intelligence is becoming clearer. I would also like to thank all participants for your active involvement, thoughtful questions, and continued enthusiasm. Learning AI is a gradual process, and your willingness to engage with new concepts is what makes this journey worthwhile. As we move into the coming sessions, we will continue building on today's concepts and explore how neural networks learn from data and power many of the intelligent technologies around us. Thank you all for your participation and commitment. We look forward to welcoming you back for the next session. Have a pleasant night, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Thank you to all, and good night. Stay connected, and the content which will be available for you after a few minutes, you must try all these content so that these will help you in the coming sessions. Thank you, and once again, good night.